what we have here. It's a big blue house, and the main character is a bear. Can anybody make the connection? Bada bing! In all seriousness, I freaking adored Bear in the Big Blue House as a kid. It was probably one of my favorite childhood shows of all time. But, yeah, I honestly have to say that this shade of blue kind of matches with Banjo's backpack. So yeah, if the Blue Jinjos are no longer inhabiting this house, I imagine this would be a perfect house for Banjo to stay at for a while his old house is being rebuilt. Or, I guess, by himself. Not really sure if he knows any contractors or anybody to fix any houses, so I guess he's on his own in that department. Hey, Pesados! This is ToonGamer23, and welcome back to Let's Play Banjo Tooie! So, in the last part, we met the Jingster, aka King Jingling. Unfortunately, he got blasted with Gruntilda and her sister's death ray. Or B.O.B. in this case. That sapped all the life force out of this place and left this place a husk of forgotten dreams. And left poor King Jingling as a poor, pitiful, undead soul. Just stumbling around in his stone-cold, ashen-gray palace. A shell of its former glory. Nothing we can do for him, unfortunately. Not yet, anyway. So we may as well move on to the next place we know of. So yeah, Bottles may be gone, but we're not gonna let his family know about that. We definitely don't want to let him know that he's dead. Okay, so yeah, extremely awkward. Just trying to keep the fact that one of your family members is dead a secret at all costs. And at the beginning of the the last part, I mentioned that the maximum capacity of eggs and feathers from Banjo-Kazooie wasn't really accurate. So we start off the game with 100 eggs, 10 gold feathers, and 100 red feathers, but the maximum from Banjo-Kazooie was 50 red feathers. And I guess that's the only thing that Banjo-Tooie kind of increased. So our starting maximum capacity for all of our collectibles is pretty much the same. And once we get enough pages for Cheetah, we can increase our capacity. Not with the sandcastle from Treasure Trove Cove, because everything in Gruntilda's old lair is blocked off, but we'll find another place to input those cheat codes. Okay, so for right now, let's just go pay Bottles' family a visit. Bottles' house. Not a bad place. Alright, so yeah, it's a cozy little underground den. Complete with bookcases, and a table, and a wife. Don't tell her she's a widow. Oh, and... oh, well, talking time.
Hello there, Banjo. How are we today?
Pretty good, Mrs. Bottles. And yourself?
Oh, fine.
Tell her about Ghosty Boy.
Keep quiet, Kazooie.
What was that? Is Bottles okay? He should be back from Spiral Mountain for his dinner soon. He never misses his dinner, you know?
I'm sure he'll be back soon, Mrs. B. Okay, yeah, nothing like having to lie that your husband has been killed off by an undead witch. Yeesh. Awkward. Yikes. But, if you look closely, she has a BT mug. So yeah, meta references, y'all. Okay, so we take a glimpse into the kids' rooms. Okay, well, let's see what's on the other end of the... Here, okay, so, alright, so this must be where Bottles and his wife, this must be their bedroom, so... And why is there this little creep in here? Be gone! No, seriously, why was he in here? Don't tell me Mrs. B was, cheating on Bottles while he was away. I'm not gonna dig too much into that, so... Okay, well, for some inexplicable reason, there was... It's kind of like those green gremlins that go... Rrr! Dead. Most likely they go... Ugh! Or something. Ugh. Yeah, they seem to be this game's equivalent to gruntlings from the first game. I just now noticed that. I mean, how can I not notice that earlier? They both have those square teeth on their lower jaws. Come on, they're basically the same, just reincarnated. Okay, so yeah, just a picture of Bottles' wife. I've seen better, but sure to Bottles, she's some catch. Or was some catch. Okay, so enough invading their privacy. Let's go pester the kids for a while, shall we?
Where has my Bottles got to? I need him back here to deal with that monster in our bedroom.
We've got to tell her, Banjo.
Not now, Kazooie. Yeah. Not now. Not ever. So I guess, she wasn't having any affair. That's a relief. Yeesh. Yeah, let's go check in on the kitties. Okay, so yeah. Oh, cute! She's got a little plushie of Donkey Kong.
Hello, Banjo!
Hi, Goggles!
Since you and Daddy are such good friends, I'll give you these prototype glasses he's working on.
Did he finish working on them by any chance?
Oh yes! I believe they're called the Amazo-Gaze glasses.
How do they work?
Well, when in Banjo's eyes view, use left C and right C to zoom in and out.
Not bad.
Okay, so yeah. Zoom in, zoom out. So yeah, that's so cute. She's got a little plushie doll of Donkey Kong. So yeah, Rareware with their meta references. And yes, I still have a little ways to go on the Let's Play of Donkey Kong 64 myself, so... Oh, and what's this? Another Rareware game! Jet Force Gemini! Okay, so that appears to be, Juno, I do believe. So, yeah. There was another game I was meaning to get into earlier, but apparently I didn't have the time, so... Obviously. Okay, so... Okay, so let's check in on, what's his name in here? It's going whee with his plane! Hey! Hey! Okay, so...
Hey there, Banjo!
Oi, Specky!
Me and my dad are going to be playing in the kickball tournament next week over at the Mayan Stadium. King Chickling has organized it especially for my dad, since he's such a hero.
I don't suppose you have any substitutes?
Why would we need substitutes? My dad is the best in the team.
I'm sure he was. is.
And did you know that tunnel over there is my secret way out of the village? You might find it useful.
We already know that. King Dangling is a personal friend of ours.
He opened it up especially for us.
Nice!
And here we have Vela. Yeah, the female protagonist for Jet Force Gemini. Yeah, who knew the Bottles family were fans of Jet Force Gemini? Ironically, a T-rated game, so it's probably a little bit too much for kids, but it's not gonna stop them from playing that game, now is it? Yeah. Little guy with his... What? Wait a minute, does that hat look like Ash Ketchum's hat from Pokemon? I can't believe I didn't realize that at first. So, it could just be I'd say that's heavily inspired by Ash's cap from the Pokemon series, but I could be wrong. But
Say, for example, that your dad had been terminally zapped by an evil witch's spell. How would you react?
I don't understand. What do you mean?
oh, nothing. Yeah, nothing at all. You just play with your plane, and you just play with your adorable little Donkey Kong doll.
How are the Days classes working out? I'm sure my daddy will be able to fix them if they're broken.
But can anyone fix Daddy?
Why does he need fixing?
Kazooie means your mom is just fixing up his dinner.
No, that's alright then. I was afraid you meant he'd been blasted by a fatal spell or something.
Oh. Okay, let's just leave. Okay, let's just forget about all this awkwardness and just leave the family to their blissful ignorance. There's no need to lay on the news that their daddy is dead. At least not yet. Okay, Isle of Hags, Wooded Hollow. I am JiggyWiggy, and this is my temple. If you want to see me, you'll need to get past my doorman first. Okay, so yeah, the Ancient Order of Jiggy. So, there's been a Jiggy cult all along or something? Okay, that's cool, I guess. Okay, open up another silo. Okay, now we can travel between here and Ginger Village. Alright. So quick and easy teleportation. Alright. Where are you going, punk? Select B cancel. Okay, back to Wooded Hollow, if you please. Yeah, I'm sorry at certain points my voice sounds a bit more crackly than usual. My voice cracks more than usual. Whoa, hello, that is a big lunker. Okay, whoa. Well, anyway, sorry if my voice sounds more voice cracks more than usual. I've just been hawking up a lot of phlegm due to being recently infected with COVID-19. Yeah, I didn't want to lay that out there, but apparently we took a family trip and I came back positive for COVID-19, so bummer there. Okay, so yeah, we got ourselves a black Jinjo. Okay. Yeah! Beat it! Having a moment here. Okay.
Yippee! You saved me! I'm off for home now!
Okay, so back in Ginger Village, eh? Okay, so we pan past all the houses. straight to the Black Jinjo house. Ironically, home to the most Jinjos.
Thanks for rescuing me. I live in this house with the rest of my similar colored family. Rescue us all, and we'll give you the family heirloom.
Sounds good to me. Okay, so without further ado, let's progress to the most important place on the island. The one where it'll open all of the worlds for you to explore. I am a lowly disciple of JiggyWiggy. I work the door of his sacred temple to keep out those who are not worthy.
Sounds like fun.
Do you think we are worthy? That depends. To prove yourself worthy to enter, you must collect images in the form of JiggyWiggy himself.
And what might these images look like?
Jigsaw pieces, also known as jiggies. That sounds familiar. Let's see what you have then. It seems you have collected enough jiggies to be allowed inside. Remember, no cameras permitted, and only food purchased in McJiggies can be eaten within. So, is this where the whole jigsaw fiasco comes into play? Is this where did Gruntilda once have a deal with JiggyWiggy to have magical portraits laid out within her lair? Is that how this all works? Okay, so basically, unlike the first game where the jigsaw pieces were just collectibles to finish pictures, then here they're kind of symbols of a cult, it seems like. But that's just only a first glance, yes. So let us enter into JiggyWiggy's temple and see what the mystical powers of the jigsaw piece will do for us. JiggyWiggy's temple. Greetings, O chosen one. You have entered the sacred temple of JiggyWiggy. Approach the golden monolith if you wish to prove yourself worthy. Alright. We are in the presence of the mighty jigsaw piece. So yes. So is he, the grand elder of all jigsaw pieces? How does this work? I can't help but question it. There's just a lot of things that are questionable about this. Okay, so yeah, and even have the roof in the shape of a jigsaw piece. When fortune smiles, here will be written the Jiggy secrets. Okay, so there's also something else that I'm reminded of that I'm not too fond of. There's apparently a cheat that can allow you to read the signs that will pinpoint, they'll describe the locations of all the jiggies within each world. But unfortunately, in order to get that, you're gonna need to do something that you're not proud of. Press B when near the monolith to attempt JiggyWiggy's Challenge 1. But that'll come into play in the later worlds. As for now, let's go ahead and focus on the first world, on our second adventure. Alright. It is time for JiggyWiggy's Challenge 1. You must complete the image before you if you wish to travel to where it shows. Use the control stick to guide your hand. Press A to pick up a piece. Once a piece is held, it can be placed down. by pressing A, or returns to the outside by pressing B. You only have a limited time to prove yourself. May JiggyWiggy grant you luck. Okay, 100 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time. Okay, so yeah, this pretty much like the Bottle's Secrets jigsaw bonus at the end of Banjo-Kazooie. It's basically the same ordeal. Alright. Boom! Solved. You have completed JiggyWiggy's Challenge 1. So now the Great One will show you the way. Alright. Bring on the power. Alright, bring on the power of the crystal. Bring on ultimate power! Behold the power of the mighty JiggyWiggy. Alright, let that radiant beam shine out. Wherever it may shine upon. Alright. As the camera pans to the door leading to our first destination, right beside the temple. With a picture of a golden Goliath, it seems. Alright. Well done, JiggyWiggy. We are indebted to you, sir. You do not have enough Jiggies to attempt Challenge 2. Come back later when you do. Alright. We shall return with more golden jigsaw pieces. Alright. Not too bad. I honestly love that setup a lot. Just with, in the original Banjo-Kazooie, it was just basically just having enough Jiggies to solve a picture and that was it. But in this one, you get a full-blown display of power with the Crystal Jiggy just blasting open entrances to hidden worlds. Alright, so what mysteries await inside, we shall see in the next part. This is JiggyWiggy's Altar of Knowledge. Press B to view the Mighty One's wisdom. I have already opened this door for you. Okay, so yeah. So apparently, nothing's set in stone even on the Modulus once you open a world. Okay, so I do believe that'll do it for this part. We've had a run-in with Bottle's family. We had to avoid breaking the news, but we definitely don't want to say that their poor daddy has been killed off by a fatal spell. So, and we also got to visit the mighty JiggyWiggy. We shall be visiting a lot more of him to open other worlds on the Isle o' Hags. Alright. We shall venture inside the first world in the next part. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, and if you would leave a comment and or like, that would be most appreciated. Until next time on Banjo Tooie, this is ToonGamer23, signing out. Oh, that Kazooie. Yeah, it kind of gives off mystic mystic old world vibes, like an ancient temple awaits inside. Kind of a similar feeling to the first world we explored back in Banjo-Kazooie, where a certain shaman once resided. Exactly. But this one kind of seems more structurally sound. It sounds more structurally sound, but you'll understand why when we get inside.